Hello everybody, it's Alan here from Alan's BMX, and it's an exciting day. We've just had the new delivery of Torker frames. I'll do a run through them for you. Starting off over here with the Pro X. The Pro X is of course based on the 1984 frame, and that's a frame that Tommy Brackens and Mike Miranda, Richie Anderson and even myself rode back in the day. But these frames are designed to look and have all the cues of the original Torker frames, but the geometry and the sizes make them much more rideable. So for example, the 20-inch Pro X that we have here comes with Euro bottom bracket. Now don't get too freaked out with that, because basically if you're running a 3-piece crank, the Euro BB setup is much nicer to be able to set up, and it's unlikely anyone's going to want to fit a 1-piece crank in one of these. So a lot of really nice features. It's got the original Pro X style gusset here behind the bottom bracket. Instead of caliper brake mounts, which you would have had back in the day, caliper brakes, which would have stopped you when you were probably about 9 stone, you'd have been all right. But nowadays, these come with V-brakes. So they're really affordable, the V-brakes, and they stop super well. So yeah, other little design cues, the little triangular red line style gusset on the head tube is a really nice touch. And as you can see here, they've got an integrated head tube. So yeah, it kind of looks almost like they've got cups here, but all seal bearing, and these are all standard parts. Of course, the forks are threadless, 1 1/8. So that's the 20-inch. Originally, these frames were about a 19-inch top tube. The ones that are offered now are bigger for modern riding. So we do a Pro, which is 20.5, Pro XL, which is 21.25, and a Pro Double XL. If you're a taller rider, but you still want to ride a 20-inch, those are 21.75. So that's a really cool thing. This one here is shown in white, but we do have them in chrome as well. The big brother is the Pro X24. Carl Sanderson is currently riding one of these for us, and this comes in 2 sizes now. It comes in a Pro, which is 21.25, and a Pro XL, which is 22-inch. So maybe if you're coming back to BMX from a long time, from not riding for a long time, and we're used to riding mountain bikes, and you wanted but you still wanted that BMX feel, the Pro X24 is absolutely perfect for you. Okay, moving on, we've got the Gen 2 EK, which is the Eddie King signature frame from back in the day. Now this originally did come with a European bottom bracket. It was like the LP with the Euro BB. The difference is with the Gen 2, it's still old school in terms of the fitment. So you've got a 1-inch threaded fork, you've got a 22.2 seat post, 25.4 seat clamp, uses a caliper brake like a Diacom BMX 890 or an MX 1000 for example. These come with drill forks. Thank you very much, guys. See you later, cheers. Comes with the gusset, you know, nice trademark Torker deal. The difference with the Gen 2 is this now uses a 32.7 conventional headset rather than the smaller Rhodes headset that the Gen 1 had, and it comes in 3 frame sizes: Pro, which is 20.5, Pro XL 21.25, and Pro Double XL, which is 21.75. So if you're a taller rider, but you don't want to ride a big wheeled bike because you've always been used to riding the 20-inch, this is the frame for you, the EK Gen 2. And we've also built a few of these into complete bikes as well. So yeah, check those out as well. And while you're at it, you can get an Eddie King $1 cap. Check that. Yeah, so this is the Fiola Freestyle. A few tweaks for this delivery. We've got removable gyro tabs now. We've got removable AD990 fork mounts and AD990 rear brake mounts. So these are basically for modern U brakes that work really well. The frame itself comes in 2 top tube sizes. It comes in a short, 20.5, and a long, which is 21.25. So yeah, they're good to go. And for the first time in this delivery, we've got the 26-inch. So we've got the Fiola Freestyle 26-inch wheel version. got a very, very limited amount of those. The other cool thing, as you can see here, the way Torker designed these frames was to recreate the feel of the bike that Eddie Fiola was riding on the cover of BMX Action magazine in the pool. So yeah, it's got this style of fork, which you think, oh, that's not a Torker fork, but that's basically, you know, the aftermarket fork that Eddie rode back in the day. So quite a cool setup, and it's really nice to see it in the 26-inch option. And again, in terms of fitments for these are all modern freestyle sort of setup. So Euro BBs on both. They've added the Pro X bottom bracket gusset. The 20-inch has got a 14mm rear dropout slot, so you'd use modern freestyle wheels on that, or you could use like the 9-tooth Skyway wheels that we do. The 26-inch has got normal 3/8 dropouts, and again, everything else is kind of standard fitment. So the way to think of these is they've got the look and the feel of a Torker frame and fork that Eddie Fiola would have rode, you know, back in the early 80s. But the geometry and the sizing is all designed to make it more comfortable to be able to ride. Chrome and welding on these, off the charts. So yeah, check them out. And here we have the Gen 2 Barbarian frame and fork set. So this is made with all vintage technology. So it's got a 1-inch threaded fork. We've now got old school 1-inch fork and head tube setup, but these actually use the standard 32.7mm headset cup, so you could use a Tangy MX2 or Bird Trap or MX320 or anything like that in there. Would look really, really nice. All the fitments, excuse me, all the fitments are old school for the dropouts, so like 3/8 10mm dropouts, 22.2 seat post, 25.4 seat clamp, and Euro bottom bracket on these. So yeah, this is like a replica of the frame that Clip Miller would have rode back in about 1980, coming into 1981. And in fact, I do have a, I think I do have a BMX Weekly test of me testing one of these back in 81, which we'll try and cut in here if I can find it. But yeah, it comes in this super gloss black, which I really, really like, but it also comes in chrome as well. So yeah, but be careful on these because there's now 3 versions of this Barbarian frame, and this is called the Barbarian Gen 2. Yeah, so finally, don't forget any of these frame and forks, we can do a custom build for you. This is an example of one that we've done here. This is a 280X tribute build that we did using the LP Race frame and fork. So we've taken all the cues and the colorways of the original 280X complete bike, but we've it's basically all modern, so it rides like a dream. You can actually race this thing nowadays, but we've taken all the styling and the color cues from original 1983 280X. And in fact, we do have a video on an original 280X that we brought in recently, so yeah, check that out as well. But yeah, generally speaking, any of these, speak to us, we can do them as a complete bike. We do ship worldwide, and we'd love to be able to get you hooked up on your dream Torker.